a very special treat for all of you Oriole fans. This is the 81st birthday of Baltimore's own. Those are the numbers for Brooks Robinson. The 23 Major League seasons, the Hall of Fame class of 83, the magnificent 16 Gold Gloves, MVP, the American League MVP in the World Series. And of course, as all Orioles fans know, there's just nobody any better. For all that he did on the field, both at the plate and of course at third base, Brooks Robinson's numbers speak for themselves. And these kinds of plays made in the spotlight of the World Series have forever been replayed and will forever be played as some of the greatest performances ever in games by an infielder. With Mike Bordick and a special treat for Oriole fans, Brooks Robinson is with us from his home live tonight. Brooksy, happy birthday.
Hey, thank you very much. I'm enjoying a good day here.
All right. Hey, look, I had no talking with you earlier today. You're feeling pretty good. You sound great, Brooks.
Well, thank you. I feel pretty good. I do. And I've been, and we had the grandkids, a few of them over here, and we've had a good day and looking forward to the game tonight. I enjoy you guys, and I know I was part of that when they lost 21 games in a row. I did 13 of them on TV. And I tell you what, every game they lost, there came a point in the game where I'd look over at Chuck or whoever and say, well, this is it. And it was. But it's hard to put your finger on it right now.
Yeah, it seems like if it's not one thing, it's another thing. Was it the same way back then? I mean, whether it be an error or a bad pitch, just nothing going the team's way.
That's right, absolutely. I mean, the hitting, the pitching, base running mistakes. It's just hard to say one thing's really the cause of this atrocious start. But, I mean, things have got to get better. That's the way I feel. So that's what I put my hope in.
Brooksy, what do you say to players, yourself as a former player? I mean, most of the seasons you played, you were winning a lot of ball games. But what would you say to the Oriole players right now at this moment?
I'd say, look, you can turn it around. You got the ability to do that right now, and it's just a combination of putting everything together. They just haven't been able to do that. One game, no one hits, or 2 games in a row now. Then before that, it was the defense. You see guys running into plays and making out. So we've had a lot of players that starting off the season when the shortstop moved to third base, and I don't know if I like that or not, but anyway, Manny wants to play short, and he can play it. I found that out, but I don't know what to tell you except you got to hang in there. You got too many games to go to just throw in your hat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Manny moving to shortstop, of course, but the Orioles have had some trouble over at third base. Brooks, Tim Beckham on the DL right now, and they're just finding somebody to really take charge over there. You still got your glove handy?
Well, I can still dive and catch him, but I can't get up. So I tell you, I was not enthused about the changeover from Manny going to short, and it really has kind of. I mean, Manny doesn't get any better than that playing third base, and he can play shortstop too. But I still like him at third base.
Well, it seemed like every night we were drawing comparisons to you when Manny would make a play, especially the plays going into foul ground and turning and throwing off balance. I mean, almost mirror images of you at third, Brooks.
Well, thank you. But anyway, you got to play the game, so hopefully they can start on a little 5 or 6, 7 game winning streak. That's what they need.
Brooksy, what bothered you the most about Manny going from third to short?
I mean, how do you play third base any better than he's playing it? And I'm not saying he's not doing a great job as shortstop, but then the guy going to third base, see, I can't even think of his name.
Tim Beckham, yeah.
They played short last year.
Tim Beckham.
Yeah, Beckham, he's going over there, and he's got a lot to learn about playing third base. So that's the difference. He's better at short than he is at third. So, but that's the way it worked out, and but I'd still like to see it the other way.
Brooksy, I have to ask you this. We've never talked about this. What do you think of all the shifts that go on defensively in this day and age?
I've got to laugh sometime. I really do. You know, I think they're probably just overthinking everything they have to do as far as moving your players and positioning them. But in some circumstances, it works out well. Others, you can see it doesn't. But I mean, if they're going to give you half of the infield, well, you got to figure out, try to hit the ball the other way. But it's unusual. I mean, I did see the shift when we played against Ted Williams a little, but that's the only one. But now it seems like it's just taking over the whole Major League Baseball.
Yep.
Yeah, Brooks. I mean, that's part of the game. It seems like sabermetrics really taking over and kind of incorporating all these shifts. But how about just the rule changes of the game? You know, the way you slide into second base, the way you slide into home now, kind of changing really the heart and soul of the game, I think.
Oh, I do too. I don't like either rule. I talked to Johnny Bencher. We were chatting one day, and he says, I never got run over or ran over. He says, and I think it's ridiculous. You know, he doesn't like it as far as having to get out of the way of blocking someone at home plate or sliding into second base. And I don't like that. I don't like the new rules. That's for sure.
Brooksy, I can't tell you how honored we are and how thankful we are that you came on and joined us live here from your home and your birthday. All of us in the Orioles organization, players, management, and certainly our broadcast crew, we wish you just the greatest on this day number 81, and we can't wait to see you at the ballpark. Thank you so much.
I'll be out. I appreciate that, and it's great to talk to you folks. I really enjoy the games, and I'll be watching tonight and doing a little fan mail too, so I still get plenty. And,
I bet you do.
That'd be great.
Berksy, thanks a million. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Brooks.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Good.
Is there a better guy anywhere?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, for all he was as a baseball player, what he is as a person, it's times 100.